Have you ever hesitated to step off a curb, felt unsteady getting dressed, or caught yourself gripping the wall for support? These subtle signs aren't just part of aging. They're warnings of balance issues that could steal your confidence and independence. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, this video is your wake-up call to take control before a stumble becomes a fall. Balance doesn't vanish overnight. It fades due to 5 preventable mistakes that quietly erode your stability. In this video, we'll uncover these hidden pitfalls, from neglected ankle strength to improper footwear, and show you practical, actionable steps to stop the decline, starting today. You'll learn why your feet are the unsung heroes of balance, how simple exercises can rewire your brain for stability, and why the shoes you wear at home could be setting you up for disaster. We've packed this video with real-life stories, like James, 72, who transformed his wobbly steps into confident strides in just weeks, proving it's never too late to reclaim your balance. Stick around until the end, because we're not just exposing what's going wrong, we're giving you a roadmap to move freely, play with your grandkids, or walk without fear. You'll discover easy tests to assess your balance, daily habits to build strength, and critical health checks to stay steady. Don't let small missteps define your future. Watch to the end, and take the first step toward a stronger, more independent you. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Mistake 1. Neglecting ankle and foot strength. We tend to think of balance as something that originates in the brain or even the hips. But let me tell you, it often begins much lower down, in your feet and ankles. These two humble parts of your body are the unsung heroes in your daily life. When you're walking on uneven ground, stepping off a curb, or quickly catching yourself from a stumble, it's your ankles that spring into action first. They are the first line of defense, adjusting your posture, absorbing shock, and sending signals to your brain, keeping you upright and steady. But as time goes on, we neglect these vital areas. We take them for granted and forget how important they are. The problem begins when we stop using them regularly. As we age, our feet and ankles naturally lose their strength and flexibility. Over the years, we slipped into habits that do more harm than good. Shoes with thick soles, walking primarily on flat indoor surfaces, and avoiding barefoot movement all contribute to stiff, weak ankles. I've seen it countless times. Small imbalances go unchecked, leading to wobbles and hesitation. And eventually, a fall. I remember meeting a man named James, a vibrant 72-year-old who shared with me how his feet seemed slower to react, and his balance wasn't what it used to be. He didn't have any injuries, and his vision was perfect, but the more we spoke, the more it became clear. When we tested his ankle range of motion, it was severely limited. He had no idea how much his feet were affecting his balance until he started doing a few simple exercises. Just 2 weeks of foot circles, towel scrunches, and standing calf raises, and his balance improved dramatically. "I never thought my feet mattered that much," he said with a smile. "Now I know better." And that's the thing. Most people don't realize the importance of their feet until it's too late. It's easy to assume balance issues stem from bigger problems. But the truth is, weak ankles and feet can silently cause you to stumble. So, here's a simple test. Stand barefoot and rise onto your toes. Can you do it without wobbling? Then, try standing on one foot. Do your ankle muscles feel awake and responsive, or do they feel stiff and disconnected? If it's the latter, you're not alone, but it's a sign that your foundation needs attention. Strengthening your ankles and feet doesn't require any fancy equipment. It starts with the basics, waking up those muscles that have been dormant for far too long. Start by walking barefoot on safe, varied surfaces. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Roll a ball under your foot, stretch your calves, and practice slow, mindful steps that encourage active engagement. These simple, mindful movements will help restore strength and flexibility to your ankles and feet. When you prioritize your feet and ankles, you'll notice an immediate difference in how your body moves. You'll stand taller, move more smoothly, and recover faster when you misstep. Even the smallest changes, like turning, stepping sideways, or reacting to sudden shifts in direction, will feel easier and more natural. Neglecting your ankles and feet might seem like a small thing, but it's often the first domino in a chain of balance problems. Correct this one mistake, and the rest of your body will follow suit, becoming more stable, safe, and strong. You'll be amazed at how much more confident you'll feel when your foundation is rock solid. Mistake 2. Avoiding balance training altogether. This mistake may seem harmless at first, almost like something you could overlook, but its long-term effects can be silently devastating. It's the decision to avoid any kind of balance training. It's easy to assume that balance is a given, something that comes naturally, like breathing. After all, when we're younger, we never think twice about balancing. We simply do it. But the truth is, balance is a skill, a dynamic ability that relies on the coordination of our muscles, joints, vision, inner ear, and nervous system all working in perfect harmony. And like any skill, if we don't nurture it, it will deteriorate. As we age, our instinct is to become more cautious, which, in itself, is understandable. We start to walk more slowly, avoid walking on uneven ground, and shy away from stretching too far or twisting our bodies. It seems like common sense, right? It's better to play it safe. But here's the catch. Over time, this instinct to avoid challenges can backfire. While taking fewer risks might help us avoid immediate falls, it sets off a dangerous pattern, a feedback loop. The less we challenge our balance, the more fragile it becomes, and the more likely we are to face problems down the road. It's a silent decline, creeping up on us when we least expect it. I remember working with a woman named Susan, 68, who shared a heartbreaking yet eye-opening moment with me. "I just try not to move too fast anymore," she said, explaining how she had been so careful to avoid any movement that might make her unsteady. But when we tried a few simple balance drills, like standing with her feet close together or walking heel-to-toe down a hallway, she was shocked. "I had no idea I'd lost that," she admitted, her voice full of surprise and a touch of sadness. "I thought I was being safe, but I've been playing it too safe." It was a moment of realization that changed her perspective on what it means to age with grace, and how avoiding balance training only made things worse. What's crucial to understand is that balance training doesn't need to be risky or extreme. It can be incredibly simple and gentle. For example, standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, doing some easy Tai Chi movements, walking in a straight line with arms outstretched, or standing with your feet together and closing your eyes for just a few seconds. These modest exercises may seem insignificant, but they work wonders. They activate the neural pathways between your brain and body, encouraging your muscles to reconnect, adjust, and stabilize. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The beauty of these small, consistent challenges is that they don't just strengthen you physically, they rebuild your confidence. A person with better balance walks with a greater sense of self-assurance. They reach for things without second-guessing. They navigate crowded spaces with ease, no longer shrinking away in fear. But most importantly, they regain trust in their bodies, something many of us lose as we age. If you've been avoiding balance exercises out of fear, uncertainty, or simply out of habit, let me remind you, it's never too late. Even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, the neural connections that control balance can still be rebuilt. Your body is still capable of so much more than you think. It just needs to be given the chance. So, don't wait for a fall to serve as a wake-up call. Start now, with just 5 minutes a day of intentional balance training, and feel your confidence and stability grow, one step at a time. Your future self will thank you for it. Mistake 3. Using improper or unstable footwear at home. The third mistake that many seniors unknowingly make is wearing the wrong kind of shoes at home, or, even worse, walking around barefoot on slippery floors. It might seem insignificant, but let me tell you, this seemingly small choice can be one of the most dangerous habits when it comes to your safety. Our feet are the very foundation of our balance. Everything starts from the ground up. So when you're walking around in shoes that don't fit properly, or worse, walking barefoot on hard, slick floors, you're setting yourself up for a fall. And that fall could change everything. I've heard so many heartbreaking stories, like that of Robert, a 74-year-old man I met not too long ago. He shared with me how he used to walk around his house in socks, even at night. He never gave it a second thought. It wasn't until one evening when he slipped on a rug and nearly fell that the reality hit him. "It wasn't the rug," he said, shaking his head. "It was my socks. I didn't realize how much traction I was losing." This struck me because it's so easy to overlook something so basic. The wrong footwear, whether it's worn-out shoes with no arch support, slippers that don't stay on your feet, or simply walking barefoot on slick floors, deprives your feet of the grip and stability they need to respond to the slightest change in terrain. Think about it. If your feet don't have the support and traction they need, they're unable to do the vital work they were designed for. This lack of stability can make every step feel uncertain, every turn a potential risk. I've also seen seniors wear shoes with too much cushioning or high heels, thinking that comfort is key. But the problem with that is that the more cushioning you have or the higher your heel, the less contact you have with the ground. This disconnect makes it far harder for your brain to make quick adjustments when necessary. You may feel comfortable, but the truth is that your brain and body are disconnected, and that's when accidents happen. So, what should you wear instead? The answer is simple but powerful. Shoes that provide proper arch support, a flat sole, and a non-slip grip. I always recommend shoes that are designed specifically for seniors, or even just a good, supportive sneaker. These are the shoes that help you feel stable, strong, and safe. For indoors, consider slip-resistant socks or non-slip house slippers that fit securely on your feet. The key is comfort and security, not just aesthetics. You need footwear that supports your feet and provides the traction they need to keep you steady on your feet, whether you're walking across the kitchen or just moving around the house. When you wear the right shoes, you're not just protecting your feet. You're protecting your confidence, your independence, and your future. You're laying down the foundation for a safer, more stable life. It's a simple change, but the impact it has on your balance, safety, and confidence is monumental. Take a moment today to check your shoes. Are they giving you the support you need? Are they keeping you grounded? If not, it's time to make that change. You deserve to walk through your day with confidence, knowing that your feet will carry you safely wherever you need to go. Mistake 4. Over-reliance on furniture or walls to walk. One of the most insidious mistakes that quietly chip away at our balance is relying too heavily on furniture, walls, or other objects for support while walking around the house. At first glance, it may seem like a safe solution, an easy way to steady ourselves. But in reality, it's one of the worst things we can do in the long term for our balance and overall health. We've all been there, reaching out for the wall as we shuffle down the hallway or using the back of a chair to hold us steady while we move from room to room. The immediate relief feels comforting, like a safety net. But every time we grasp onto something, we're unknowingly telling our body, "I don't trust you to keep me steady." And with each instance, our body starts to believe that it doesn't need to do the work of maintaining balance. The muscles that are so crucial for stability, our legs, hips, and core, become lazy, losing their strength and coordination. Take Emily, for example, a 70-year-old woman I worked with a few months ago. For years, she used a cane to move from one room to another. She thought it was just a tool, something helpful for a little extra support. But one day, she came to a realization that struck her hard. Her cane had become more than a tool. It had become a crutch. She was leaning on it too much. When we began doing exercises that involved standing and walking without any support, she initially felt hesitant and unstable. But over time, Emily started to regain her confidence. "I didn't even realize how much I was relying on the walls," she said with a smile. "Now I can move more freely." The truth is, the more we lean on external support, the more we risk the gradual weakening of the very muscles we need to maintain balance. Without using them regularly, the muscles in our legs, hips, and core begin to grow sluggish, incapable of reacting quickly to shifts in our weight or direction. This can lead to dangerous falls, especially when you're caught off guard by something unexpected. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I challenge you to try this simple exercise for yourself. Walk across your living room, but this time, leave the furniture, railings, or countertops behind. Don't hold on to anything. How does it feel? Do you feel confident, or is there an overwhelming urge to grab onto something for support? If you find yourself reaching for something as soon as you start moving, that's a sign that it's time to work on strengthening your balance. Start slow. Take just a few steps without holding anything, and if you need support, hold onto a chair or countertop briefly. But don't make it a crutch. Gradually increase the distance you walk without assistance. With each step, you'll start to feel your body becoming more confident in its strength. And here's where the mental shift comes in. By stopping yourself from leaning on external support, you're telling your brain, "I trust my body again." This is not just physical strength, it's mental resilience too. You're building a connection with your body, trusting that it can handle what lies ahead. And that's the most empowering feeling there is. Mistake 5. Ignoring vision and inner ear health. One of the most overlooked factors in maintaining balance as we age is the health of our vision and inner ear. It's a mistake that many people don't even realize they're making, yet it has a significant impact on their ability to stay steady on their feet. Vision and the inner ear are not just important for seeing and hearing, they are crucial components of your body's balance system. Think about it. Your brain relies on what you see to process your surroundings and understand where you are in space. If your vision isn't as sharp as it used to be, your brain struggles to interpret the information it's getting from your eyes, leading to a disoriented sense of where your body is positioned. This can result in missteps, tripping, and even falling. Similarly, the vestibular system, located in your inner ear, is responsible for detecting shifts in your balance. This delicate system tells your brain how your head is positioned, helping you stay upright. As we get older, both our vision and our inner ear tend to deteriorate, and this naturally increases the risk of imbalance. Take Michael, for example. At 76, he had always been the picture of health, maintaining an active lifestyle and staying on his feet. But recently, he started to stumble more often, especially when walking outside or in unfamiliar environments. He initially thought it was just the natural result of aging. However, after visiting his eye doctor, Michael discovered he had severe vision issues that were affecting his ability to judge distances and navigate uneven terrain. To make matters worse, his hearing was also deteriorating, causing him to be less aware of subtle shifts in his balance. These two factors were silently contributing to his imbalance. The turning point came when Michael got updated glasses and started using a hearing aid. The transformation was nothing short of remarkable. "I never realized how much I was missing," he said. "Once I could see and hear better, it felt like I got my balance back." That simple change made a world of difference. What's so vital for us to understand is that both vision and vestibular issues can be treated. It's not something you just have to accept as part of getting older. Regular eye exams are a must, and checking for signs of hearing loss should also be part of your routine. If you're noticing any signs of dizziness or vertigo, don't ignore it. These are warning signs that your inner ear system may need attention. Many people mistakenly believe that these gradual declines in vision and hearing are just normal with age. However, addressing them early can be a game changer in maintaining your balance and independence. When your eyes and ears are in good health, they send accurate signals to your brain, which then helps to adjust your movements and keep you steady. It's like giving your body the best tools it can have to stay grounded and steady. Don't let poor vision or untreated inner ear issues rob you of your balance. By being proactive about your eye and ear health, you can keep your body in the best possible condition to maintain stability, prevent falls, and stay independent for years to come. Your vision and hearing are more than just senses. They're lifelines that help you move through the world with confidence and security. Thank you for watching and taking the time to learn with us today. We've covered some powerful insights on how vision and inner ear health are essential to maintaining balance as we age. So, what have you learned so far? Is there a particular tip or piece of advice that stood out to you? Maybe it's the importance of regular eye exams or the life-changing difference a hearing aid can make. I'd love to hear from you. Please share one thing you've learned today and we'll bring into your life from this video in the comments below. Remember, even small changes can have a big impact on your well-being. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please take a moment to leave your comment, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Also, share it with anyone who might benefit from these tips. Let's keep spreading the knowledge and helping each other stay balanced, steady, and healthy.